bit of video about our climbing French beans for a while now. Sometimes you make a mistake when you're buying seed and it turns out to be a bit of a positive mistake. So I'll take you to where our climbing French beans are growing and show you just what I mean. So these are our climbing French beans, and as you can see, they're taking the full force of the wind, and it has been very windy. We've had gales in August and it's been a really windy start to September. Now all these beans were all planted at the same time. The nearest ones are Cobra, Python in the middle, and then the yellow beans at the end are Goldfield. All the seeds were sown at the same time and they were all planted out at the same time. And to be honest, the beans in the middle, the Python ones in the middle, look to be struggling. But they've come on really well and they've stood up to the wind much better than any of the others. Now, knowing Cobra, these are probably alright to use, but they don't look really good. There's a few beans left on that I might take off, but generally I think lots of these beans have been battered by the wind, and as you can see, most of the leaves have now disappeared off the plants. On the other hand, Cobra. On the other hand, these Python ones have stood up to the wind an awful lot better, and I have to admit I did buy them as a purple podded bean, and they're not, they're green, but we've had a good harvest from them and they produce some really nice beans, and they're still producing a nice crop. And I'm guessing in a year when it wasn't particularly windy, they'd produce a decent crop following on from Cobra. Now the Goldfield ones have produced lots of beans, but again, I think they've been damaged by the wind. I think beans like this one with all this damage down the side have just been battered against the poles or the leaves in the gales, and a bit like the old Cobras, they don't look particularly appetising, and they'll probably just get left on, partly because we've got such a good crop off those Python ones. So without doubt I think I'll be trying Python again next year. In the meantime, looking up there, I think I'd best get on picking some of those Pythons, because it looks as though it could absolutely tip it down at any minute. So I'll show you what I've picked anyway when I've been through and picked what's ready off these beans. See you in a few minutes. I've finished harvesting for the day. We've just had a bit of a windy, squally shower. Not much rain, but it's unpleasant, so I'm going to head for home. But I've had a couple of hours harvesting. There are our Python beans. Managed a really nice Clapton cauliflower. Some Joan J raspberries. Didn't expect to get 2 punnets of Joan J. Then I managed 3 of All Gold. All Gold has been our star raspberry of the year. It's produced more raspberries than we've ever had before. And then out of the greenhouse there are these Shirley tomatoes, which are rather small, but I'm just putting it down to the compost. And then some albengas, and a good albenga is a really nice tasty tomato and a fair size. It makes a decent sandwich. So now I'm going to call it quits and head for home. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.